So, once again, these are quadratic equations. You can verify them if you want to, but you don't have to. If all of your math is correct, both of your answers will be correct. So we're going to solve each of these. Again, anytime we're solving a quadratic equation and you can't get x by itself easily, you're going to make one side equal to 0. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 30x to both sides so that I can have it equal to 0. Then I'm going to see if I can factor this. When factoring, in this case, do you see that all three of those terms have a common factor? You can pull out a 3, leaving you with x squared plus 10x plus 25 equals 0. Now, whenever you can factor out a common factor, it's going to help you because it's going to make the next factoring that much easier. So now when I go to factor the x squared plus 10x plus 25, x squared has to be x and x. What are two numbers that multiply to 25? 5 and 5. Does that work? Does my outside and inside make 10? Yep. Yes. And they both have to be positive to make a positive 10. And it still gives me a positive 25. So every time I factor, I'm still checking to see, does it work out? Now, there are two places that there's multiplication. Once here and once there. So I like to draw a line separating where the multiplication is. Can 3 ever equal 0? No. So there's no solution in this part. Can x plus 5 ever equal 0? Yes, when x is equal to negative 5. Can x plus 5 here ever equal 0? So this one, there is only one solution. A lot of the times we've gotten two solutions. This one has one solution. Next year in grade 12, you'll clarify this and say that the solution of x equals negative 5 has a multiplicity of 2 because the same answer came up twice. But right now, we just have one solution. It's x equals negative 5. For part B, again, we have x's on both sides. I'm going to add 20x to both sides to make it equal to 0. Is there a common factor here? 5x. So you pull that out, you're going to be left with x plus 4, still equal to 0. Is there any more factoring you can do? No. So now our multiplication is right here. You can split it right there. Could 5x ever equal 0? Yes. If x were 0, 5x would be 0. Could x plus 4 ever equal 0? If x is negative 4, then x plus 4 is equal to 0. So the ones we can do for practice now are 8, 9, 10, 13, and 18. And I had a star beside 18, which might mean that it's nasty. So I apologize ahead of time. 18 may be nasty. So now everybody turns to 18, right, and wants to see what it is.